Welcome back guys, Statsu here, and next week we'll be covering the 4 pillars of powerful artwork. But for now, let's talk about learning any skill with an interesting twist. Alright, so looking into the actual act of learning, more specifically learning through reading and theory and knowledge, a wise man once said that no battle plan survives contact with the enemy, and this guy was Helmuth von Moltke, a German general. In truth, a lot of plans begin falling apart the moment that they hit application. If you read a book on perspective, in theory you should have some pretty solid grounding in it, but the moment that you actually start drawing, you're still probably gonna feel pretty novice. And more than this, you might only use 10% of the things that you learned from the book on actual projects. And that's not a very good return if you ask me. So what does this leave us with then? Well, knowledge through application. The best way to learn a new skill is to target a specific concept of said skill, read up on it, and apply it over and over and over again in large quantities. The reason being is that this actually allows you to build confidence with the topic at hand, and also it allows the skill to become almost second nature to you eventually. The caveat to this is that it depends what you choose to hone in on, and you have to understand that any skill that is complicated can be broken down into simple tasks. Alright, so I know I'm talking about theories even though I just kind of bashed reading a bunch of theories, so let me go ahead and give you a tangible example. Alright, so let's just say you wanted to draw an environment, and if you hone in on it and you start looking at the clouds, the grass, the objects that are in the scene, the effects, lighting, etc., you'll come to find that these are all separate tasks that you can sit down on and work on individually. Alright, so let's just say we hone in on the clouds. If we spent an entire day doing nothing but drawing clouds, we would hone that cloud skill pretty easily and in a short duration of time, that is within a day. More than this, if you can already draw an environment but are weak in one aspect, you can sit down, spend a day on it, and get good at it. I want you to try this. Spend a day focused on a new skill or a skill that you're weak on, and you might be surprised by the results. So in the background, I drew a spaceship. I tried to keep it modular. In other words, I tried to maybe add a piece and then add another piece next to it and other parts to it, kind of in a modular kind of fashion, if that makes sense. I think it worked out. There's a couple things I would change, but it turned out pretty okay. The actual drawing and the basic color blocking took around 2 hours, so it wasn't so bad. I would love to hear your thoughts on a skill you'd like to improve on or actually learn. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna jump out right away and do it, but saying that you want to do it, that's a step in the right direction. Before I go, in last week's video, I did say that I would talk about the 4 stages of learning. I tried to make it fit in this video, or at least work. I wasn't really able to, but I'm still gonna tell you the 4 stages, so maybe think of this as a bonus. The first stage is not knowing what you don't know. The second stage is knowing what you need to work on. The third stage is being able to do it if you're reminded to, and the 4th stage is it's second nature to you. I'll talk to you again next week, and remember that nothing awesome happens inside of your comfort zone.